Hi guys, welcome back to UniCommunity Co. I'm Mackenzie, and today we're going to try making a succulent arrangement. So I've never done a succulent arrangement. What I did, if you saw my plant video, which I will link a card to up above, then you saw that I started this succulent garden with just a bunch of cuttings, which is where you just cut part of the succulent off and you plant this in dirt, and then they grew. But when I did that, I just planted them kind of individually. But what I'd really like to try is creating a succulent arrangement now that I know they will grow if I try propagation. So what we have here are quite a few succulents that I'm either going to try separating or cutting them and planting them in here, which is just a tin container that I have drilled drainage holes into the bottom, as drainage is very important for succulents or plants in general. And we're gonna try to make all of this mumbo jumbo a little bit cuter in here. Now, I've never done this before, so wish me luck. Nevertheless, let's get started. So the first succulent I want to start with is actually this guy. And this guy has been living. He has quite a few roots in his container, as I can see because I used a mason jar. But these bottom leaves, bulbs, seem to be yellowing out, which makes me think that something about this is not going well for this guy. So I think he needs a bigger container. That's just what I'm going to try. So I want to stick him in here somewhere. And to not overcomplicate things, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna take some and I'm gonna stick them in this thing, and we'll try to do it in a cute fashion. And in here I do have some succulent soil, which is rocky and whatever, for adequate drainage of succulent plants. So we're gonna see if we can get this guy out of this container gently. And unfortunately, because it's not it looks like it's just coming right out. Look at that. It's just coming out as a hole. Okay, if that's not the sickest thing you've ever seen, I don't know what is. But you can see all of his roots that he's got growing around here. Now I think it's kind of important to break these up a bit just to loosen them up so that he can grab on to the new soil. I don't know how much you do that though. I'm trying not to break him off because he does have quite a lot of root growth here. Okay, so with that kind of broken up, and comment down below if I did that wrong, we're just gonna stick him in here. So there's one plant in here. Now let's try this guy. So this guy kind of grows like this, and this one just happened to break off. So I'm gonna show you how we propagate as a cutting. So we need to take some of these leaves off so we have some stem to stick in the dirt. And you can actually propagate with leaves too. That's pretty cool. And then what you're gonna wanna do is take a pair of scissors and cut at a 45-degree angle to expose as much surface area of the stem as possible. And then we're just gonna stick them in the dirt. All right, with that guy in there, I also have this one, and I've already cut this one at a 45-degree angle. And you know, I honestly think I need more dirt in here. I'm gonna put this guy just right here as well in the front on the left, and I know you can't see in there. Oh, you kind of can. So here we go. We've got this guy right in there. Just gonna plop him in and he will grow his roots. Now let's see what we can do with some of these guys. So I honestly don't even know. Oh yeah, he's got some root growth in there. So I'm gonna see if I can take them out as separate ones. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, here we go. So I was able to get one of them apart, and this is all the root growth. So like these cuttings that I just stuck in here, when I had these, they were just snips, and then I stuck them in dirt and they grew all of these roots. So let's stick this guy around here so that we can have kind of like a variety of like stringy ones and then the real flowery ones. Okay, then we got this guy. Oh my, He really grew roots. Look at that. That is a ginormous bunch of roots. Alrighty, so we've got that guy in there. Let's do this actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is cool. Okay, it's cool because these were just cuttings, y'all. But now look at how much root growth it has. Okay, so the roots are just grown in like a circle of the pot shape. Oh my. Whoa. Okay, so now we're kind of starting to fill in these gaps. Oh, wow. This is nice. What are we thinking, friends? Does this look... It's starting to come together, kind of like, whoa. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay. Let's get one of these guys. Now, I don't want to have to like take these all the way out of the pot. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a clipping of them. So again, I'm cutting at that 45-degree angle, and then we're gonna take some of these leaves off so that we can have some stem to stick in the dirt. So it's kind of shallow. But then we're just gonna stick this in here. All right. Now, here's a fun one. Let's get this one out of here. Wow, this is fun. Over here. Over here. For this one, I'm just gonna take another clipping actually. Just get a nice little clipping there. Take some leaves off. There we go. And we're gonna stick this guy maybe right in the middle here. What are we thinking? Back here? Okay. So I'm trying here to get a nice variation of like the big flowery ones, as I mentioned, and then these stringier, thinner ones. I think just we're gonna take one of these as well, and these are freaking awesome. So you can actually see this is the guy I started out with, and I think he had one little guy here too, but now he's growing two little tiny flowers in there. And I think we're gonna take this guy off and plant him in here. Okay, so I got this little guy, and he's gonna get big, so he needs some room, and I think we're gonna shove him in this back corner here. Now that I have all the plants that I want in there, I think I'm just gonna add some more soil on top to really cover the root that we had, the ones that had roots. I'll be darned, we didn't make a freaking succulent arrangement. So, because I didn't really explain a lot of my process of what I was doing here, let me just kind of go over it. So what I did was put together a variety of succulents that both had roots, from which I grew with just succulent cuttings. Then I took a couple cuttings off of some plants that I had already grown, and I shoved those in here too. So this is a variety of ones that have roots and will have to like get rooted in the dirt, and then also some cuttings that are gonna have to grow roots into the dirt. And then as far as decoration wise, I tried to do a variation of these long stringy ones compared to the big flowery ones, and then there's a couple fun frilly in here. So I tried not to make it too crowded. I honestly don't know how well they're gonna grow, considering there's so many things that are gonna have to grow in here, and the roots are just gonna all grow together, as we saw how crazy they were in these pots. So it's gonna be fun to see what happens with these. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Okay guys, that is it for our succulent arrangement creation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was my first time doing this, don't forget. But I hope you at least got the idea of succulent cuttings, propagation, and how you can just throw them together in a strange arrangement so that they look cute. Anybody could do this. You just use any container that you'd like. This was just an old thing I had that I used to keep remotes in, and now how much cuter is it now that it holds plants? Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up below. And if you like UniCommunity Co. and you want to see more crazy videos, do subscribe and support the cause. Thanks everybody. Bye.